Hello everyone, in my hands is a compact inverter circuit with a power rating of 120 watt. The circuit operates with a 12-volt input and provides a 220-volt output, featuring an adjustable output voltage function. This device can be used for lighting bulbs, fast-charging mobile phones. It is extremely essential during blackouts. I use an oscilloscope to observe the waveform of the circuit and a VOM meter to measure and adjust the output voltage. The output voltage can be adjusted via a potentiometer, ranging from 100 volt to 300 volt. I will set it to 240 volt. When the voltage is adjusted to 240 volts, it remains stable without significant fluctuations. This is a 70-watt incandescent bulb. I will connect it to the circuit's output. When the bulb is connected, the voltage changes slightly but remains almost negligible. With an output power below 100 watts, the MOSFET remains mostly cool. However, it is better to use a heatsink for improved thermal management. I will introduce you to the details of the working principle and the process of creating an inverter circuit. After the introductory video about my partner, JLCPCB.
JLCPCB provides easy, affordable, and reliable PCB and PCBA solutions, empowering electronics engineers to develop projects efficiently. With 19 years of PCB manufacturing expertise since 2006, running 5 cutting-edge, in-house factories and serving over 5.48 million engineers in 180 countries and regions. Order PCBs from JLCPCB effortlessly. Upload your Gerber file to get instant quote and order in minutes. It's as easy as online shopping. PCB customization, component sourcing, stencil manufacturing, and high-precision assembly all in one place. Get 1 to 8 layer PCBs for just $2. Efficient large-scale production, reducing costs and bringing you unbeatable prices. Quality and lead time is reliable. All in-house production, ensuring quality stability and strict quality control in every process. Rapid turnaround, lightning-fast PCB production in just 24 hours. Don't miss JLCPCB 6-layer PCB special. Get $30 off with a coupon and enjoy top-quality 6-layer PCBs for just $5. Plus, to UNIC finish and no engineering fees for via in-pad.
This is the circuit schematic. I designed it and sent the Gerber file to JLCPCB. You can download the complete files from the link attached in the description of this video. And here is the result after a week of waiting. The box and PCBs from JLCPCB. The circuit is compact in size. Once assembled, you can easily fit the entire circuit into a small box measuring 7 centimeters, 5 centimeters. It can be carried anywhere and used in emergency situations. Now we will assemble the components onto the circuit board. Except for the transformer, all components must be installed and inspected before powering the circuit. The components will be assembled in order, starting with resistors, capacitors, diodes, and MOSFET. All components are common types that you can purchase from electronics stores or salvage from old circuit boards. This is the circuit after all components have been assembled. I will check the waveform before building the transformer and installing it into the circuit. If you don't have an oscilloscope, don't worry. As long as the components are correctly installed, the circuit will definitely work. Through the oscilloscope, we can see that the circuit is functioning. The oscillation frequency of the circuit is around 33.8 kHz. Now I will guide you on how to wind the transformer. This is an EE25 ferrite core and the transformer bobbin. The original transformer bobbin comes with multiple pins. We need to remove some of them to fit the circuit. The ferrite core of the transformer will have no air gap in the center. We will use enameled wire with a diameter of 0.3 millimeters to wind the secondary coil of the transformer with a total of 180 turns. After winding the secondary coil of the transformer, we will wrap a thin layer of insulating tape to separate it from the primary coil. Next, we will use a bundle of 5 enameled wires, each with a diameter of 0.3 millimeters. We will wind to coils, each with 8 turns. After winding the primary coil of the transformer, we will wrap a thin layer of insulating tape to isolate it from the outside. This ensures safety during transformer operation. And here is the transformer after completion. We will solder it onto the circuit board and power it up. The heart of the circuit is the SG35-5 controller IC. The SG35-5 is a dedicated PWM pulse width modulation controller IC commonly used in switch mode power supplies and inverter circuits. It integrates an internal oscillator, error amplifier, pulse generation circuitry, and protection features. The SG35-5 allows easy adjustment of oscillation frequency through external resistors and capacitors while providing symmetrical pulse control, making it suitable for directly driving MOSFET or IGBT. I have guided you through the process of making an inverter. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like my channel. See you next time.